Ebusia former makwa ba channel so high daily update TV. Message send na join my channel so be like video no share video no subscribe channel and say the be video bi aba bon TV on so nsa be Kelvin na wanya bi ahwe. Enche bi update am de bremo and say enche bi na Mahama ba de nsemi beto abontin say ye to abana man na oba power in this 2024 year election year ya obeba na wababe sisa education system because what can I say share no when we say Ghana education service na like I poor na obeba na wababe system enche bia nso na yi education minister ore duchum edin se mi betu dwa say education you know in hwe na den nsempi na Kevin Taylor etena se na jese ohoro ne kakra nti no wo de mu yenkoni nkotie wo de na wo ho no ekotie ba na ibehu de ewo
Vice President di ope running mate aye, he's on rampage. Educhum is on rampage. You see okasakasa said na adwene nya adwuma. When Educhum was deputy education minister, ni adwun so nyansa China po. Entinia say oh we die otete chire ontankasa we de na so wa broche California na owo school ni school kakraka na enye school papa bia na ochire ahwede mufo no charter school ochire mu A B na amomo chit na de amomo duane na omokofie na class studies na na oye na MPP for be ka kire say Dr. Educhum University of America California hey and omutwa pictures and omde be good internet so way and be Ghana education see hey what na bro chira what America California say California na akweti country tina California when tumi ankyereye school papa bia na osi ono na we bia sa school no endem no kase ye adwuma ya fa na charter school obia tumi bia bi se sebio ahwedefo no Mexico fo Honduras omo eye Nicaragua omo tuton wure ni mututo desert ni mu be pie California na omo eden omo peso busua brofo into betuma take classes. It is not in the main American education stream no any mainstream ni charter school no studies into boa anase mboa na opesa oboa emasebio amanfo bi omonte brofo omonte ABC di nase no obekire omo say na be ya they will be ready for the workforce in America into obi copy cleaning na obetuma say oh please floor thank you open door into na enye school bi aye American mainstream school to say presec and I say school papa be to say presec and I be a school be a jina and also a subi to say presec Legon no but na a charter school in the sa schools no a sebio in Korani Bev school your mom checked receipt be in the sa receipt no and na dudua in Korani Bebana na aban be to your car. It was on the Trotro school on ticket basis. The number of ticket Benyano and Adobeko ministry near Mouskasel, who feeding Koratre Ebetra into Sikeni. It wasn't school. It was introducing Ashid therefore to American language. So they were teaching basic. NPP for Bekachira say country educhum osu ohunani a oti America we bie school kakraka ye jibi ebesin ne educhum ntumi fa ne school picture mbekire school we na obie wa America ebesin ne or we tofi wi a no abegina TV so ne na no wi se Kofi Abrantie I say oye advert ma beer ana club ewo Romania na okay kan kwasi abrofo country my people country and this guy out of frustration and his hunger for power opeso ye teni running mate inti Obabontiri Bekachire say if anyone says they will review free SHS it means one thing that person want to cancel it and we won't allow it we ni numa sem country the kombo ha na bodwo ha na ne tai so hwe wiem Ojinawa no sugar. Brofo okanyina so amefo o say send obi bie na no ka se obe review free SHS na sebio Ghana fo omo mumpe adwuma Oma mo pe free no say yanjim tumu na ose so bi ka say obeba be reviewer ase kire say obe cancel mo amoko SS e Ghana mo amoko free SHS mo amowie school review ase kire say cancel. This is the man in charge of education wo Ghana we na hwe school nyina so brofo a yeka nyina enwoma sa country papa we e na hwe so. Now so we education minister. Now you don't understand review any counselor, then you are daft like a duck. You don't deserve to lead Ghana and tell anyone say you are coming to revolutionize or change our education. It means say you have given us a signal say what say education because one kasa you don't understand review. Now, obeka san kwasi asem we after or no we or we tofi obeka san kwasi asem we no and who said abi amanfo bonechi wadi nkwasi asem wa exposing ho amagana fo hu se sa onim hwe woni tirim enti quick and when I say na mesa ko radio so ayeden akọ correct me ho se na be yankofo mu hu se megimi every say se sia no me ya santini ba ye twa atro de me ba ye me pese me be ye tani running mate me dwudwam enti country educhum quick after akonu read of akori read of be kan kwasesem we a amavoka say hey sa wo kura wo nam wo to abie na say country no on hweda nim nguma sa na say wo say education no and o say na mamenko correct no ade chin obi a o say review cancel no ade chin ya o me correct na afedi o say free SHS does not need review but improvement we tofia ye ne santase gata munzio wom akoko bini wom esorobisa efom wisa hwentia ene yate eye de kotere hwendro kakra fra owi ankwase akeka o mmebe ni ye no osaba no si o ono de ohun ni se sebio ewrade gada ye jimi sebio first one o kan de no wa we toffee into a mistake Kesi o si free SHS no does not need review no. Into a judge say there's a word called review. Fine. Now, I see a here review right now, a here improvement. Now, when you hear stuff like this, you ask yourself, does he still understand what he's talking about? Because you said review means cancel. Now, what's about because a review no, a here cancel no in your senses no, it needs improvement. Now you are the same person. Also review a cancel. I feel by also review no. You hear review no still. Now you hear improvement. Now the question you ask yourself and I say, what's the difference between review and a cancel? And I just want to try and make it simple. Edichi Mukasa Asemwe no. Was he using review and which word? Improvement. Was he using the word as a verb or as a noun? Because we need to know where he's coming from. Or see, the free SHS does not need review. Rather, it needs improvement. So, our education minister may try to bring in these simple things. When Anna Okasa was he using the word improvement and the review as a verb, or he was using improvement and review as a noun? Because if it's a noun, then it's totally off. But so using as a verb, then say you look at these two words, a review and improvement. Now, when you look at the word review, the difference between review and improvement, and say when it comes to review, basically it's like free SHS. You want to review free SHS. You want to holistically survey free SHS, like a whole thing. Broadly look at free SHS. And no, so you review as a verb. It means when you say you want to review and you're using it as a verb, it means you want to broadly do a broad survey, detailed one, and look at the whole free SHS holistically. Now, say that improve, and I say improvement, or say also use the improvement, when you go to the improvement, basically, if he's going to use improvement as a verb, it is basically to do what? To better it or to do what? To make sure, say, it has been increased in value or productivity. So the first one I review, if it's in a verb, it means you are holistically, or you are basically doing a holistic survey, looking at the free SHS holistically and looking at the loopholes in it. Because free SHS on us a person survey now looking holistically as a verb. You are looking at free SHS now hono and free SHS now hono. Why is there red, green, blue light? Free SHS no hono adentina enkorano ekọ 1 month na betina fie 3 months. Free SHS no eduane no te saying free SHS no teacher student contact. So you are doing a broad survey, or you are basically looking at it as in I'm trying to find a simple word. You are trying to look at it broadly to find the loopholes in it. So basically, as a verb, no, you are doing what? You are reviewing it. Now it is after review, and I will say this part and this part and this part needs improvement. The review is static, it is automatic. You cannot improve free SHS without reviewing it, because you need to find the solutions where the loopholes are before you can improve it or make it better or make it productive. It is a education minister, when he was using the word, was he using the word as a verb or as a noun? Because if it's a verb, then he's totally wrong, because a verb, you have to first look at it holistically, look at the loopholes, look at what is really not making the free SHS go the way it should go. Now, after you do that, then you look at improvement. Because if it is a verb, then at the end of the day, you will still need the review before the improvement. So why are you saying you don't need, and as a free SHS does not need review but improvement? It means that the education minister is foolish. He does not understand he has failed the English test. Maybe they make it too complex. But this is the most easiest way I can make you understand this. When you want to review something, you are assessing it. You are holistically surveying it to see the loopholes. When you want to improve something, you can never improve something when you have not been able to identify the loopholes in what you want to solve. You can only improve something when you know the loopholes and the weakness of that thing. And to say, Mahama can say, yeah, about the review free SHSR. I can say, review, because we are going to look at it holistically. We are going to assess it holistically and look at where the faults are. Double track. Why are people going to school no more 3 months? Eco school 1 day. Is the infrastructure solid? Teacher student contact, is it okay? So there are loopholes. No maybe then you go to how to improve it. So how are you going to improve it? You improve it by making sure you build more schools to cut out red, gold, green. You make sure cut out government. The schools should be able to go purchase their own food. Say a teacher student contact. How are we going to make sure the calendar fits all? So then you move to what we call improvement. So education minister does not understand what he's talking about. He is foolish. And this man, Professor Nano Pokwajiman, can sit him in a room and teach him English and teach him what education is. And this is a person we are saying, say, Obeye Vice President, Baumia running mate. He's dumb. Because as we sit here, say, if education minister used the word review and as improvement as a noun, then basically it's second or subsequent, which does not fit in this narrative. But if he used it as a verb, then he's trying to tell us that he does not understand what he's talking about, because you can never improve something without reviewing it. That is why when you go to hospital, they will tell you to go for doctor review. After the review, then they will suggest the medication for you to improve your health. Because without review, you can never get a medication to help you or to improve your health. The education minister or bipolar unim di okeka with Jimmy. So when you listen to such people and they come to tell you that, oh, let us at the end of the day ignore Mahama. Mahama doesn't know what he's talking about. This man does not know a ditch of what he's talking about. And what ko school kakra? Na se sebio working kind kakra. We a teacher ni na so say akwa we and na make to Obama MPP. We ni person vice president. You people, may I'll be happy. But Omia, they should bring down the people as his running mate, because he is dumber. Now, put the what look at a bunch of Huawei. Napo. Wabon chen akwawe. And the moment I heard this guy speak like this, I'm saying, damn it, we have made a big mistake. How can we even compare this guy? How can Nana Opoku-Agyemang be responding to such a person? The level of intelligence, academic experience, practical experience Nana Opoku-Agyemang has, and this junkie, this guy was in California, charter school and all shit. Since Obaya was saying Ghana education totally, we are out. And WAEC comes out to tell us, say, your school now, your Ghana, no, it is full of scam. The government is lying. Your school, no, wasi, SSH, no, I say.
As a policy of the council, we give regular updates on our examination to carry our public with us on issues. The written papers for the WAEC for school candidates 2023 started on August 21st, 2023 at all the 834 centers across the country. Monitoring. The council, working in collaboration with the National Intelligence Bureau and personnel of the Ghana Police Service, are monitoring the conduct of the examination. We have also deployed our specially trained monitoring agents in order to increase our presence in more schools across the country. Observation. The examination is being administered successfully and measures put in place to ensure test security from the printing, packing, and distribution of question papers are in full operation. We have observed that the pre-examination activities carried out have yielded dividends, as many of the schools are adhering to the rules governing the conduct of the examination. There is a high level of comportment at most of the centers on the part of the candidates as well as the supervisors and invigilators. It is, however, sad to note that some of the schools have devised grand schemes for cheating at their examination centers. Information reaching us indicates that some of the schools charged their candidates varying sums of money ranging between 500 and 1,000 Ghana cedis each to enable them get assistance during the examination. This practice has given those candidates a certain sense of entitlement, and they want to be allowed to have their way. Proprietors of some schools have shown open hostility towards our monitoring teams, prompting us to call for support from the Ghana Police Service to ensure their safety. Some persons have been arrested for attempting to bribe our personnel to make them look the other way so that the cheating could go on. Examination irregularities. Irregularities recorded during the course of the examination so far include: 1. Foreign materials on candidates in examination halls. Quite a number of the candidates have been caught with prepared notes, textbooks, and pages torn from their textbooks with the intention of using them to their advantage in the examination hall. 2. Snapshots taken of question papers and circulated via social media, WhatsApp platforms, and Telegram channels. Some unscrupulous invigilators use their mobile phones to take snapshots of the question papers right after the examination commences, and these are forwarded to the various social media channels. These channels also trend the solutions to these questions to their subscribers. The Council Security Network tracks some of these snapshots to their sources. Social Studies 1 was tracked to Lawrence SHS Sunyani, where the teacher who circulated the post has been arrested. Biology 2 was tracked to Mountain High Senior High School, Agona, Ashanti. Elective Mathematics 2 was tracked to Edu Jemfi Senior High School, Agona, Ashanti. We have evidence of snapshots of the question papers taken in a vehicle that was used to convey question papers from the depot to the examination center, indicating that the question paper packets were opened in the vehicle. Investigations are ongoing. Smuggling of mobile phones and other electronic gadgets into the examination hall. Several candidates have been caught with mobile phones on them in the examination halls. During the government paper, 86 mobile phones were seized from candidates at the O2 Memorial Senior High School, Bibiani. Some candidates have also been caught with smart watches. Impersonation and insertion of scripts. At Only Believe Senior High School, Kukrantumi, a national service person attempted to write the government paper for one of the candidates, but he ran out of luck as he was apprehended by our staff and handed over to the police. At the same center, 2 other suspected impersonators absconded. One impersonator and his accomplice, a teacher, were arrested at Christian IPS Kukrantumi. At Ideal College La Paz campus, there was an attempt to insert scripts of 7 absentee candidates into the script envelopes. It took the vigilance of our personnel at the center to avert this anomaly. The supervisor has been relieved of his duties and investigations are ongoing. Inside examination hall malpractice and syndicate cheating. This is very rampant, and we have received reports of this malpractice from quite a number of our personnel. In some instances, solutions are written on whiteboards for candidates to copy, and these are hurriedly cleaned upon the arrival of a WAEC inspector at the center. Some invigilators were found with photocopied solutions to questions which were being distributed to candidates in the examination halls. Some of the solutions were also deposited at the urinals for the candidates to pick up. Those who were found culpable were apprehended by our monitoring teams and handed over to the police. Locking of school gate to prevent monitors from gaining access. Some schools have adopted the practice of locking their school gates contrary to the revised rules. At O2 Memorial Senior High School, Bibiani, our monitoring team was kept behind the gate for close to 10 minutes. The team had to use an alternative route to gain access into the school. It was at this center that 86 mobile phones were picked up from the candidates. Alleged leakage of questions. The council has cited a report that alleges leakage of examination questions. We would like to inform our publics that the council's investigative machinery is on high alert and constantly monitoring the operations of the rogue websites and other social media handles where these posts are made. Some of the sites monitored are Main Source, Exam Source, WAS 2023, BECA/WAS, House of Genuine Questions, and Legit WAS Source. The council releases question paper supervisors from the depots from 8 a.m. to allow them to reach their centers to start the examination at 8:30 a.m. The questions are usually cited on social media after the commencement of the examination, at which time all candidates are expected to be seated and issued with question papers. If anyone cites questions trending on social media after the release of questions from our depots and commencement of the paper, that cannot be regarded as leakage. This trend of snapping of question papers of ongoing examination and posting solutions to same is very worrying and undermines the integrity of the examination. The council wishes to assure its numerous stakeholders that it will stop at nothing to ensure that sanity continues to prevail in the ongoing examination. We also wish to use this opportunity to caution members of the public to refrain from causing unnecessary anxiety among candidates and well-meaning citizens. Our doors are wide open, and we welcome any individuals or groups who wish to discuss any issues related to the examination.
We are WAEC, and WAEC are almost West African examination sunyinano. Before free SHS4 we a year more exams no, And during the exams, they conducted investigations. They sent their officers around. They said, Omonko. Now, Omonko has to be a free SHS exams. In some of the paper, say John Mahama Kase free SHS results by a fake because 90% of Nkorana Omunyasa results they were aided. This is not the real results. If we say a by way up politicizes school or person free SHS omudi campaign inti Nkorani bi omusua de ye ni de omo aba na omunya na finchim na majority of Nkorana omunya some kind of grades they don't deserve it. And a Ghana for studies on Mudidi Mahama and where WAEC a catcher say some of the schools omoko Kesi and Quran exams omoko and omutumi CZ phones 86 and free teachers who in Quran omuti their motor exams WAEC say omoko some of the examination centers na ya throw questions na go board so and a teacher di join in Quran every baba no board so WAEC for say schools ni bi omoko na WAEC officials na school for tata almost free school mu where SHS free SHS and the kufuado and sa Kesi WAEC papa smoking or see SHS exams omo tro ya nanse ba ya MPP for say bin see da no na questions schools na headmasters any schools ni teachers omo share questions na abana ye ba betro no e WhatsApp so man Korano download and sana omakotena exams hall. Papa na okasa no oye WAEC penyini okasa wo Ghana. Now the most interesting thing about this time John Mahama kasa no. So o hwe papa ni video na oye press conference WAEC for press conference her media houses mics ho. Hwe Mundi kan hwe mics no omo cover hwe media houses e bae. Bibi ameka mi achro.
As a policy of the Council, we give regular updates on our examination to carry our public with us on issues. The written papers for the WAEC for school candidates 2023 started on August 21st, 2023 at all the 800
into share media houses omko cover this event from WAEC na share exams ni nyina so West Africa. UTV. Metro TV. City TV, Atenka, GTV, Adum TV. Adum TV munyomi affiliate to Joy News. They all have this information. But ask yourself, I didn't know Muntina TV so I say no. This is coming from WAEC. This is dangerous. Why do you think say I didn't know Poladomochi Omejino Embosa video way and can't check Ghana for say education no important. Quality is important than quantity. Why is Bernard Avlemo Embo video way and Tnase for 2 hours and call people to explain why we are accepting this? Why say John Mahama people are saying he is wrong? Why are the media? Because they are all helping us to destroy this nation. The problem we are having today is Nana ba na mwani mbrofo we are singing only $1 million than accounts. On to me metna Twitter and your Twitter space. Enka said this is what WAEC has said. This is WAEC. They are in charge of conducting exams in West Africa and in Ghana. This is coming from them. Why should we applaud this government for free SHS? Oxoria no black stars because the clients ho. Say wa mere betra Twitter. Now a boko set ne to di nchen otietia from say otiate chim ne na ba kwa instead say about discussing nyoma we no they think say when they discuss it their clients will be angry.